I've held off on talking about this for a while, but I feel like at some point I should. There are certain WWE fans that need to accept that Chris Benoit is never going to be in the Hall of Fame. I've seen it on TikTok, I've seen it on YouTube, of certain wrestling fans. Listen, I'm not going to take away from the fact that Chris Benoit was a very talented wrestler, okay? He was a very talented wrestler. He had a lot of great matches. He was great at what he did, okay, as a wrestler, okay? But I've seen wrestling fans all over TikTok and YouTube that still, as far as TikTok goes, they use his theme song, which was a good theme song, we're not going to lie. It was a good theme song to listen to. Using, his theme song as like a sound for their TikTok video, and, and in a text of the video saying, what a legend, or, stuff like that, praising him. And fans all over YouTube that are whining about the fact that, WWE never mentions him, or they wish that he would be inducted into the Hall of Fame. Guys, Chris Benoit is never going to be in the WWE Hall of Fame, okay? Again, he was a great wrestler. He was a great wrestler, very talented. The thing is, though, he kind of murdered his wife and son, okay? He murdered his wife and son before killing himself afterwards. Do you know how bad that would look on the company if they were to give him that big of an award after what he did? That would make them look horrible, okay? That would make them look terrible. I get it. I get how you guys feel about the fact that he was a very talented wrestler and he had a lot of great matches. He was definitely, as a performer, he was remarkable. He was great, okay? But as a person, I know that you guys could throw in the, the fact that he had CTC, or, the fact that he was going through a lot mentally, because he took the death of Eddie Guerrero hard. But, guys, that doesn't excuse what he did. That doesn't excuse the fact that he killed his wife and son. That was my car. It doesn't excuse it. Chris Benoit, even though he was very talented, he was a great wrestler, he did something before he killed himself that is unforgivable. You can't, WWE can't give someone who did that kind of award, okay? That would make them look bad. That seriously would, okay? So, I think maybe you should just give it a rest. Just give it a rest. It was his own fault that he'll never get into the Hall of Fame. Because if he hadn't have killed his wife and son, he probably would have gotten into the Hall of Fame. He probably would have. But no, he killed his wife and son before killing himself afterwards. It would be a really bad look on the company. It would be a really bad look on WWE if they gave him a Hall of Fame induction. It would make them look terrible. So there is a very understandable excuse as to why he is not in the Hall of Fame. It was his own fault. He murdered his wife and son. He prevented himself from ever getting a Hall of Fame induction. CTC doesn't matter, okay? CTC, or the fact that he was going through a lot mentally, it doesn't excuse him. Just because he won some staged, choreographed, predetermined matches doesn't mean that he should be given a pass for him killing his wife and son and being given a prestigious award like that. He was a talented wrestler. He was remarkable. He was a remarkable wrestler, okay? But he kept himself from getting into the Hall of Fame. It was no one else's fault but his. That's all I'm saying.